A temporary federal tax deduction is now available that lets you write off up to $10,000 in car loan interest every single year, but you won't see this money at the dealership when you buy the car. This is something you can claim when you file your tax return. Remember, this is a deduction, not a tax credit. A tax credit reduces your tax bill dollar for dollar, but a deduction reduces your taxable income. Essentially, it lowers the bucket of money that you will be taxed on, which can lower the actual tax you owe. I'm a former IRS agent, and I'm going to provide educational information on how the deduction works and how you can maximize it before it expires in 2028. I'm not giving you specific tax or financial advice, so please make sure to consult with your own tax professional for your unique situation. One thing I like is you get to take the tax break even if you only take the standard deduction. You don't have to itemize to see the savings. You have to be careful though. The IRS is very specific about which cars qualify. The car has to be new. If it's used or a lease, you can't use it to take the deduction. It also has to be made in America. This means the final assembly must have occurred in the United States. Open the driver's side door and check the sticker on the door jamb. If it says Final Assembly USA, then it should qualify. You can also check the VIN. If it starts with a 1, 4, or 5, it should qualify as well. A VIN that starts with 7F through 7Z or begins with 70 may also qualify. I'll put a link to the official VIN decoder in the description so you can check to make sure. One last thing here. The automobile has to be used for personal purposes more than half the time, and it needs to be a secured first lien auto loan started after December 31st, 2024. If everything else checks out, then most automobiles under 14,000 pounds, from motorcycles to SUVs, should count. Here's how to actually maximize the deduction. First, this benefit is designed for middle income taxpayers, which means there's an income limit and a phase out. If you're filing as single, including head of household, the deduction starts to phase out once your modified adjusted gross income hits $100,000. And it disappears entirely at $150,000. If you're married and filing together, the phase out starts at $200,000 and hits the ceiling at $250,000. If you're under those limits, here's an example of what you have to do to hit the full $10,000 deduction in your first year. Assuming a 7% interest rate over 60 months, you're looking at an automobile price of roughly $155,000. The precise math is closer to $152,000, but I'm rounding up to keep the math simple. I know what you're thinking. Who wants to pay that much for a car? But remember, that $10,000 limit is for each tax return. It's not separate for each person or each car. So if you're married filing jointly, you could buy two $77,500 American-made automobiles, and as long as the combined interest hits $10,000, you're maximizing your federal tax savings. So if you're in the 22% tax bracket, that $10,000 deduction could reduce your federal tax by $2,200. Keep in mind, if your taxable income is already really low, like maybe you have a lot of other deductions, this deduction can't give you money back that you didn't owe in the first place. Take a look at your screen right now. I've put together a table showing how this looks over a 4-year span for that $155,000 example that we talked about. You can see that by the time you hit year 4, your deduction has dropped a lot because you've already paid off so much of the loan. For single filers, this exact same math applies to you too. As long as your income stays under $100,000, you can use this same table as an example of how much you could save. Let's dig a little more into how the phase out part works. For every $1,000 you earn of the $100,000 limit, or $200,000 if you're married, your maximum allowed deduction drops by $200. For example, say you're filing single and you have a modified adjusted gross income of $110,000. Since you're $10,000 over that $100,000 limit, you have 10 units of $1,000. 10 units times $200 means you have a $2,000 reduction. So your new ceiling is $8,000. This only matters if you're paying a lot in interest. For example, if you paid $5,000 in interest, you get to deduct all of it because you're still under your new $8,000 limit. But if you paid $9,000 in interest, you're capped. You can only claim the $8,000. If you use your car for your business, you probably already write off your car expenses on your Schedule C. You can't claim the same interest as both a business expense and a personal deduction. You have to split it up based on how you actually use the car. So if you use your truck 60% for your contracting business and 40% for personal stuff, you're going to take that 60% of the interest and put it on your Schedule C, where it helps lower your business income. And the remaining 40% you'll put on Schedule 1A as a personal deduction. You may already know that Schedule 1A is new. It attaches to your main Form 1040, and it's where you'll list your VIN and the total interest you paid for the year. Lenders will be required to send you a Form 1098 VLI if you paid $600 or more in interest. They will have to send you this statement by January 31st. It's going to have everything you need: the interest total, your loan start date, and the VIN. Because 2025 was the first year of this law, the IRS gave lenders a bit of a grace period on the official 1098 forms, so you may not see one for 2025. You can check the lender's online portal, your regular year-end statement, or your year-end loan summary to get your total interest amount. As long as you have the total interest amount from a reliable source, you can use it to claim your deduction. But for 2026 and beyond, look for that official 1098 VLI. Actually, the car loan interest deduction is just one piece of the puzzle. There are other changes in the tax code this year that could save you even more. If you want to hear more about these changes, click on the video in the upper left of your screen. Take care.